Oh, hi everyone. Welcome back to my video. How are we feeling? Hungover? Okay. How are we today? Today, you can do whatever you want. You can clean your kitchen, you can clean your room, you can do your homework, do your chores that your mom told you that your mom God. And you can just put this video on and listen to me, because today will be an honest video. Today I'll put the cards on the table. So I wanted to make this video today to express my experience after living in this country for more than 24 years. Express my experience about corruption. And some things that I've noticed within all my life of living here that I don't understand why we don't fix, and some things that I would consider corruption, or some things that are corrupt in our country. We as a country are the least corrupt country in the whole world. We're number 1 on the list. That almost doesn't show any kind of corruption within the public sector. But I have been seeing some things that I would like to share with you. Maybe you agree with me, maybe you disagree with me. And we can talk about it. Share my video, subscribe to my channel, or write in the comments below if there's anything you disagree with or agrees with. And maybe this video will go all the way to the government. Just a little disclaimer before I start. I understand that corruption in some countries across the world are really, really bad. And this is not at all a complaint or saying that our country is a bad country. I really enjoy living here. I always have. I'm very lucky to have grown up here, and the things that I'm going to mention now is not as bad as I know it could be, and as it is in other countries. So I just want to put that out there. So please don't come for me and think that I'm insensitive, because no place is perfect, but we can always improve. So let's get started. The first thing that I think is a little bit corrupt here in Denmark is the distribution of reklamer, as we call it. Every once in a while, a few times a week, you get a bunch, like I swear, you all know this, like a thick pile of offers from different supermarkets, deals, great deals you can get, hardware stores. It's just a bunch of paper waste, and it's been like that forever. But you can get a little small sticker that says reklamer nej tak. And apparently that sticker only lasts for a year, and then it runs out. Like, I have a sticker on where I moved in, my apartment, I have a sticker, and I didn't understand why I kept getting the thick piles of papers all the time, because I was like, I have the sticker, what's the problem? But then I found out that my sticker is from 2015, so it doesn't count anymore. So every year we have to go down to the post office, and we have a Danish comedian who joked about this, that you have to bring a witness and you have to give your left lung in order to get this. That apparently this sticker is so hard to get because apparently the Danish government, or I don't know who decided that we need so many reklamer when we have apps on our phones. We even have an app called like offers, like tilbud, where you can go in and check. It's just money out the window, it's trees out the window, it's a lot of paper. I don't care if it's recycled or whatever, it's just stupid. Yeah, we have to think about our environment, and I don't get that all our politicians are talking about our environment, but then they don't fix this with the reklamer. It's just a waste of paper, it's stupid, and it's corrupt, and none of our Danish people do anything about it. So these reklamer are also a way of showing how corruption works, because there's some company or some big power machine behind the decision that we need these reklamer, and that they're getting money for us getting our reklamer from our taxes, even when we know that now in a technological world as we have now, there's no need at all for any paper. I mean, we don't even get letters anymore. Everything is online. Why can't they just stop the newspapers, stop the distribution, stop the ruining of our planet, whatever, and just do it on the phone? I don't get it. So I'm just putting a message out there. Everyone go download the app, go down to the post office, get the sticker so you don't receive any more reklamer. We don't need that. And also the way that they make it difficult to get this sticker is that you have to go all the way down to wherever you go, the post office or something. Spend time, go there, stand in line, apply for it. Like, there's a reason why this comedian that we had made such a joke about it, because it's true. It's really, really hard to get. And that's why I think a lot of people, even including myself, think, okay, well then I'm just gonna get my newspapers my reclama every twice a week. It doesn't matter. Then I could just throw it out. It doesn't matter. But that the government doesn't make it easier for us to get the sticker, I don't understand. It's just, I don't know. Like, why shouldn't there be a service? When we have so many services online for signing up and doing this and doing that, why not, like, do the same with the newspaper? I don't understand. The second thing that I don't understand about our country, and that I don't really know if we have any control over, because nobody ever asked me, but it's traffic lights and construction. So many traffic lights are being put up every year, and I don't understand why. From my apartment to my boyfriend's apartment, which is like 10 minutes away in a car, there are like more than 10 traffic lights, and there are even traffic lights where you don't need them. It's just for people to slow down their car and then gas up again, and then they use more gas, and then you have to fill up your tank again. And it's about and pollution. It's more pollution that you have to slow down your car and speed up again. I don't care if the gas stations or the gas company get more money from it. It's corrupt. It's really corrupt. And nobody ever asked us citizens, oh, do you think that we should, first of all, close down a whole street and dig holes in the ground and use money on people, like workers, actually fixing it, using time, using energy, money, taxes, resources? Doesn't make any sense. And nobody ever asked me, oh, do you as a citizen agree that we use your tax money on making a new traffic light here, because here there are a lot of bikes and we need safety, blah, blah, blah. Then I would understand. But just like so many times, and they're also digging for this thing called fjernvarme. I'll put the English word here. I don't know why they've been doing that outside of my boyfriend's place for the last 4 years, at least once a year, putting this fjernvarme. And then they just put up a sign, oh, we're doing construction because of this. But why are you doing it again? I don't know. Maybe someone can tell me in the comments if it's something that we need to do each year and it's helping the environment or whatever. Then I could be on board. But it doesn't make any sense. And this with the traffic lights, do me a favor. Anyone watching this video, when you drive from one place to another, count the traffic lights that you encounter on the way. And at least you will find at least maybe half of them are just, they're not necessary. So if you talk about corruption and that will be one of the things as well. Traffic lights. I do not like them. Now we're getting really into this discussion here, this debate. I hope you're still following me. Is something that comes up when we receive our payslip, and it's called arbejdsmarkedsbidrag, the money that we make that we have to pay because we are working. And I don't really know what that money is for. I mean, you can Google it. Fine, go Google it, and for sure Sket will have some kind of explanation for what it's used for. But someone told me once that it's just money that we never see, that doesn't go to anything. That just goes somewhere. And that's weird. That we don't really know exactly what it is. So we also understand that our payslip and the money that we make and the time that we use on working is not being corrupted in any way. I think that's very good. So can someone please tell me what that is? Because that's weird. Next up, we have taxi driving. I may not be the only one that miss Uber. Maybe a lot of you do. And I think a lot of people don't understand why we don't have Uber anymore. It's a long story. Apparently, Uber came to Denmark in around November 2014, I believe, is what I found out online. And then 2 years after, they decided to illegalize Uber because it was against the taxi law, and apparently they called it pirate taxiing. Uber had to pay 25 million for going against the law. There was a lot of things about tax and stuff, and a lot of drivers as well had to pay money and had to go to court. That didn't just happen in Denmark, it happened in Europe as well. I know Australia, but I understand that we have to pay tax and we have to pay tax of the work and the money that we make. I completely understand that, and I think that any company that comes to Denmark should pay tax. And I know that there's a lot of companies here, restaurants and stuff, that does not pay tax either for having their business here. For example, Vault does not pay tax from being here. I also know Lavkagehuset doesn't pay Danish tax as well. And it's a little bit weird why their workers have to pay tax, but they don't have to pay tax. But I'm sure it's a whole legal matter that I will figure out one day, that someone as well can explain me in the comments, please. But I understand that we have to pay tax. But where I think the Danish government and the Trafikstyrelsen is a little bit corrupt is the fact that they let Uber drive around. They let Uber operate for 2 years in Denmark. They let drivers make money. And some people need jobs. And of course, Uber was a great possibility for a lot of drivers back then to make money. So many drivers went to court because 2 years after they had been working, suddenly the Danish government decided that Uber was illegal. And then a lot of people got a penalty for what they did for driving with Uber. And it's just really corrupt. Like, when a company comes to Denmark, the Danish government should make sure that all the rules are in place about the company coming to Denmark. And if the Danish government for 2 years was unsure whether or not Uber was legal or doing the right thing when it came to tax or whatever, they should have said, okay, we're stopping this thing and we're closing down Uber for a month until we have the rules regulated. And then we start up again. But just to let people work and all that, and then they come and say, oh, by the way, you have to go to court. And you have to pay back all the money that you earned because what you were doing was illegal. Well, that's not the driver's fault. Yeah, maybe it's Uber's fault. I understand that because they should also, understand the rules and stuff. But it's not the driver's fault. They're just poor people looking for a job. It's like putting the example that I have my own place and I have 2 kids. And then I let in a renter, and apparently that renter is selling drugs to my kids. I mean, let's say that the kids are like older than 18, so it's not like totally illegal. But let's say that happens, and then instead of saying to the guy who's selling drugs, you out, there's some weird stuff about you, we need to find out first, the rules before you come live here, then I blame my kids for the guy who was selling them drugs. You know what I mean? This is the same thing that happened with Uber. And it's like saying the same thing that happened with the minks recently last year. Instead of saying like, we're just going to do this. We're just going to, there's a problem here with the minks and the mutating coronavirus. Let's kill the minks. Oh, wait, I didn't look at the rules yet. Oops. Look at the rules first. Like, fix all the legal stuff and everything. Like, and then, you put the things out in the world. When things happen like this with Uber, like, I encourage all of you to go read about everything that happened with Uber, about how many poor drivers that were judged. It says apparently that the Trafikstyrelsen was reporting to the police 2 hours after Uber started going into work in Denmark. They reported to the police that something weird was going on. And then, 2 years after, they decide to close it down. I mean, it doesn't make any sense. If there's something wrong, the police should react. The government should react and say, okay, let's just take a month or something, sit down, have a meeting, and find out what could happen here. It's so weird. It's so corrupted. So, and moving on to the last point of my corruption video, which I know is a sensitive subject for a lot of us, which is our tax system, SKAT. A lot of people don't like SKAT because they take our money. I understand that. There's no corruption there. I mean, we have to pay our tax, and that's the way our country is built, and that's okay. As long as things are done in the right way, and I have respect for SKAT because, they're handling everything as good as they can, and they're dealing with a lot of numbers every day. I don't mean to offend anyone because I know we all know someone, maybe a family member or whatever, that works in SKAT. What I think is a little bit corrupt about SKAT is that if you have a debt that you need to pay or some kind of tax issue, something that you need to pay to SKAT, if you don't pay it right away, SKAT puts like fees on top, and that will keep going and going and going until you pay your bill. And after a while, it goes to the debt department, and then it will just lay there and bloom like a little flower, and then it will just keep getting more and more fees and taxes on top. So sometimes if you have a bill that you forget to pay, boom, it goes in the debt department and it stays there, and then it will just generate a lot of money, and then one day you get a bill that says, oh, you have debt, and it's 30,000 million crowns, and then you were like, woo, what the hell? If you have some money that you owe Skat, they don't have a problem putting fines and fees on top of you. But if Skat owes you money and somehow it's late with the payment, they don't answer an email or something like this, you don't get any extra fees or fines on top of that, and you can't put that for Skat for being late with giving you your money. Now that's really corrupt. Skat can take as long as they want to paying money out to you. It's not like, oh, we apologize, here's 100 crowns extra, or here's 0.5% on top for taking extra time. Nothing like that. Like, what? That's not fair. And at the same time, we have to pay tax a lot. I think I read somewhere, and a lot of people know that we are the highest country in the world that pays the most tax, which is great because we have a good health system. But apparently we have to pay for dentists. We pay so much tax and we still have to pay for dentists. That's weird. I mean, at least get half off on your bill. But another thing is that, for example, if you get a bonus at your work, you have to pay tax off of that. My mom had a colleague who had been working in the hospital she works at for 30 years. And she got like an honorary bonus for 10,000 crowns. And she had to pay tax of that. So she got like 4,000, 5,000 in the end. What? We're hardworking tax-paying citizens. What is that? Is that corruption? Okay, I will shut up now and I will go take a glass of water and cool myself down. I really hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it has opened your eyes, and I hope you will share your experience as well. Please, I am open for any kind of messages. If you want to message me on Instagram, you can do it here on YouTube. You can also do it on my Facebook page. I'll be more than happy to answer any questions that you have or debate some more with you. I like to fight. Let's fight. And I hope you will give it a like. You can also give it a dislike because, you know, at least you watched my video. That makes me very happy. So go and subscribe, please. And I'll see you in next week's video. Thank you for watching.